the unexpected in this game. You have to. If you don't, you're gonna forever be disappointed. Not one blowout today, but two trailer tires flat. I started my morning really early per usual since I run a day route. I got up around 3 a.m. I was at the house about 3:30, at the yard doing my pre-trip by 3:15 on the, 3:45 on the road about 4 a.m. sharp. I'm on the road. I got good timing. And I hear a beeping sound in the cab of my truck because I have an external TPMS system for my trailer. And one of my tires was going flat. No biggie. Get out, I investigate. Come to find out, we were losing air from the valve stem. My last trailer had metal valve stems on them, and that worked out perfectly. These tires have rubber valve stems, and one of them decided to start leaking on me. So I get that flat changed. I put my spare on, I get to my destination, do my loading. No, I do my unloading, and then I do my loading. Oh, by the way, 2 cars canceled on me today as well. So instead of having a load of 4 coming back from my typical route, I was left with 2. So that was I had a moment with that within itself. And on the way back, get about an hour outside of my destination, boom, was loud as hell. I look around, I'm checking my mirrors. And on this trailer, when you're in the cab of the truck, you can see them now, but when you're in the cab of the truck, you can't see the tires. But then right after that, I saw this big cloud of white smoke because the tire got entangled amongst itself and it just started dragging. So luckily I was just outside of a Flying J. So I was able to pull over to the truck stop. I crept my way to the truck stop and I had to call somebody because at that point I was stuck. I only have 1 spare on this trailer, and now I'm about to have 2 after today. But I only have 1 spare on this trailer, so there I was stuck on the side of the damn road. On top of cars canceling, on top of already experiencing a flat, and on top of, first thing, I had a detour. There was a detour on my normal route. So I always use my Apple Maps. No matter where I'm going, I still use the trucker GPS, but I also use my Apple Maps for things like road conditions and stuff like that. So there was a 1-hour delay in being, diverted on a different route. So that set me back. So in this game, you have to expect the unexpected and be prepared. Being prepared will save you a lot of money and a lot of time in this game. I thought I was smart by having 1 spare, but I've never experienced 2 flats in 1 day. Not the worst day I've had, but today has been a day. Very lengthy. I'm very tired. I just want to have a beer or something, and I'm not even a beer drinker. I just want to have a beer and sit my tail down somewhere. But in this game, I'm saying all this to say, proper preparation will save your ass. Proper preparation will save your ass. Having expenses, having the money for occurrences like that is a big one, because I saved myself the first time, but the second time it cost me $400 just to get home, So you have to be prepared in this game if you want to make it. If you don't want to have stressful, long ass days, you have to be prepared. That's just all it is to it. Some things you can't prepare for, but a lot of things you can. Someone just so happened to acquire sticky fingers and my impact wrench was missing. So I'm out there, 8 lugs, having to manpower them, on top of trying to keep up with my time schedule. Being that I run a day route, I'm on a lot tighter time restriction than others because I pick up cars one day. So this is how I work. I have a load day and I have a transport day. So for instance, if I load on Monday, I'll transport on Tuesday. So the cars that are scheduled to be dropped off on Tuesday, they get dropped off, and then I have 3, 4, however many other vehicles that I have to pick up. I have to pick those up, and typically I drop them the same day so that I can get 3, 4, sometimes 5 transports in a week. It's harder running local. You put in a lot more hours running local, but on the flip side, I'm at home every night, you know, and I'm still able to sustain a great amount of profit doing that with the connections that I have. Now, like I said, you can't prepare for everything, but some things can be prevented. Having the proper tools, having the proper spare parts on hand, knowing the right people to call if you do have a situation that you can't handle yourself. So all of this is to say, you must be prepared as much as possible. Don't have one spare, have 2. You know, have the proper tools that you need to change your tires if an issue goes wrong. Keep extra hub bearing caps with you. Keep a grease gun with you. You know, keep a ratchet set with you. Small things, you know, it's the small things. I even keep extra wire and wire connectors with me, because when that tire blew out, it got all wrapped up in the axle around the brake, and it was lying on some of my brake electrical cords, and that could have easily been, you know, that tire ripped my brake cords, ripped my brake wires out, and then I have no brakes on one of my axles. You know, if that was to happen, I would have been prepared because I have the right tools in order to fix those problems on the side of the road. Massive engine failures, transmission problems, things like that. That's stuff you can't really predict unless you know you have a shitty power unit and it's not running right to begin with. Some things like that, they're inevitable. But sometimes you can make yourself have a better day by just being properly prepared. It's hard out here, y'all. It's hard. If you're thinking about jumping into this shit and think it's gonna be a piece of cake, you're gonna make bank, you're gonna do all of this, you got the shit twisted. You might make a decent amount of money, but you're gonna have to work your ass off for it. You're gonna have to get up early, 3, 4 in the morning. You're gonna have to work late, 5, 6 in the evening, if you have to. You know, that's just how the game goes. And that's what a lot of people don't talk about. You know, they don't talk about their bad days. They only spread the good on here. They don't talk about, oh, I get there and my load cancel. Yeah, you get a dry run fee, but it's not what the actual transport fee would have been. So you're cutting into your profits, you know, things like that. You're cutting into your profit is what it's boiled down to. You're cutting into your gross and your net income. And who wants that? Who wants to lose money out here? Nobody, you know? So just a little short, quick rant on how my day was. I hope everybody is out here staying positive. I hope everybody out here is, you know, still motivated to keep this thing going, because I'm gonna keep it going regardless. I don't care what you throw at me. I'm a Louisville Slugger, that motherfucker. Stop playing with me, because I really do this shit, and I got the mindset. I feel like at least I have the mindset to do it. A lot of people don't have the mindset to do this. You know, they're weak, they're not mechanically inclined, and very easily frustrated. Was I frustrated today? A little bit. Did I let it get me down? Not at all. Not at all, you know, because like I said, I've had worse days. I've had a lot better days, but I've also had worse days. So I hope y'all stay motivated. I hope that I'm able to provide y'all with, you know, some insight, some encouragement on how the game is and what's going on. I don't provide a whole lot of information on my channel. I mostly just share my experiences on here. I'm not out here trying to tell you how to set up your MC. I'm not out here trying to tell you how to pass your DOT safety audit. That's not what I do. I'm not an educator. I'm just out here to share my experiences. So that's what we do. So thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. We just hit 1,000 subscribers. I thank each and every one of you who has subscribed to my channel, who has watched the video, who has liked the video. I thank you all from the bottom of my biggest vessel. So that's gonna be it for today, y'all. I hope y'all have a good one.